DJ and Euphoria.
What's up, everybody? This is
DJ and Euphoria
with the music breakdown. So when I can, I'm going to be reviewing albums and letting you know my takeaways, my things I didn't like, the things I did like, and my top favorite songs from the project. And of course, this week we have to talk about Twice as Tall. Like, there's just no way. Twice as Tall? What? Released last Friday? How could I not talk about it? So, let's talk about how I feel about the project. I thought the project was actually amazing. I love the rollout. I got on YouTube Live where Burna was having an album release party, in the comfort of his home. In the comfort of some event place with his family and friends all surrounding him. They had a cool DJ. He was just being himself. It was really cool. And I thought that was gonna be the album release party, and then it got even better. And they kind of transferred us to a new video, which was this comic book cartoon, and it was if you think of African spirituals and spirits and the old religions before Christianity came and kind of converted most Africans, or Islam. He kind of went back to that, where there was prophets and there was gods speaking to him, and I thought that was really, really cool. But then he mixed it with a Marvel comic, which is dope, and I don't think I've ever seen any African artists especially do anything like that. So shout out to Atlantic, shout out to Burna's team. So I really like that rollout. I was worried about the album being too American because of Diddy being an executive producer on it, and I didn't want Burna to lose his touch, but he didn't. I think he stayed true to his roots, and it was just an overall really good project. I think that a lot of people are kind of really stuck on African Giant, which I love. I love African Giant. If I could say what project I liked better, African Giant versus Twice as Tall, definitely African Giant. And I think that was kind of if you think about Burna's career and his projects, his albums aren't party, you know what I'm saying? It's vibey, it's spiritual, you're supposed to feel it in your soul. It's not he doesn't naturally make turn up music. Can he make turn up music? Yes, but he doesn't naturally make turn up music, and I think that African Giant had a lot of those hits on it. But in this case, he kind of went back to his roots and what he's used to, which is vibey, spiritual music. You have records like Wonderful. It feels very spiritual. And then you have I like the fact that you bring in the Naira Marley song, the Naira Marley vibe, or not really Naira Marley, but it's Rexy on it. So, Rexy is Naira Marley's producer. So you kind of have that Marleyan vibe on Kama. What's in They Sup is dope. And of course, there's the Naughty by Nature feature, which is obviously called Naughty by Nature, which, I think Diddy kind of had something to do with that, but I thought that was a really dope crossover, and I think that Naughty by Nature being on this project is going to get the old heads to be who's Burna Boy? The old heads in hip-hop, the ones who was late in the 90s, late 80s, oh, who's Burna Boy? Let me check him out. So I enjoy that crossover because it's going to broaden his audience. And it's gonna bring more people to him. So I thought that was a really good idea, and I really like 23. 23 is dope as well. We have Sauti Soul, if I'm saying his name wrong, Sauti Soul on the project, which is another really dope artist. And I thought that was a really, really good collaboration. I think my favorite songs on the project overall is Onyeka, Waiting This Up. And I think that's just about it. Those are my favorite projects on the record. And Kama. What's in This Up, Onyeka, and Kama. I like Onyeka because, again, it's that vibey, feel-good music. And, again, please do not compare this project to African Giant. African Giant was Burna was yo, I'm going to take over this industry. I'm going to take over the world. This is what I'm going to do. And he was coming with the hits. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was just to, again, broaden his audience. But this project is just him coming back to Burna, being that vibey, soulful artist that he naturally is. I don't know if you guys remember when Outside came out, but that was just a vibey kind of, you know, project. You know, you had songs like Yeah come off of that. You had Hallelujah. You had More Life come off of the Outside project. And, you know, he just a vibey kind of guy. He's always made vibey music. Like, you listen to, like, Soke. You listen to, of course, that's not on the project, but you remember records like Soke. You remember records like Rock Your Body. You know, those are, like, vibey, but you could still, it's like kind of like, it's vibey, but you could still dance to it. You can get to it, you know what I'm saying? His most fist bumpy record is probably like Jerusalem, Ana Perfecta. That song, that's probably like one of those songs that you hear in the club and you're always just gonna go like na, 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 na. He's just not like, you know, you guys can't expect like all these boom 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 like clubby records from him, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna give you vibey songs, but they're always going to be hits. And I think that even with African Giant, like, I wasn't in love with it off the bat, and I know that's kind of peculiar because most people were in love with it off the bat, but I kept playing it over and over and over again, and I was like, yo, like this. And then it's like, you know, when you go through one album and then you kind of like, you don't realize how dope one song is, and as you listen to like the records more and more and more, you're like, yo, this song is actually dope. I can't believe I missed it the first time. It's kind of like that, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be like that with Twice as Tall. But overall, great project. So one song that I was surprised he did not put on the project was Odogu, and another song is Money Play. I do understand that, like, you know, Money Play came out in December, Odogu came out February of this year. So it may be far off, and I guess he wanted to make it a single, but also keep in mind, Killing Them was Latan was like, that came out January, and then January of 2019, and then you know, his album dropped, you know, that summer, and Killing Them made it to the album. So I was a bit surprised. I wish Odogu was on that. I wish Money Play was on that. I think Odogu is a good record, but one record that I think that a lot of people slept on was Money Play. Money Play was a good record. It was it's actually one of those club records. The first time I actually heard that song was in the club in Nigeria, and Burna Boy was literally in the section. Like, it literally dropped. He probably gave it to the DJ that night. Whoever from his team gave it to the DJ that night and was like, this is dropping, play this. They played it back to back to back in a club, and it was a banger. I wish he put that on the project. But overall, like, yo, he did his thing, like, with the rollout, with the capsule collection that he put out, and also just the way he marketed it with the comic book. I think that's super, super dope. And I'm kind of excited to see what more he has in store when it comes to, like, the rollout of this album, the music videos, etc., etc. Like I said, again, please, y'all, I know for the people who like to hold on to the feelings they got from African Giant, please let it go. Remember who Burna is as an artist, and this is more of like a spiritual, soulful project, and I'm proud of him, and I know he's proud of himself, so shout out to him and his team. Let me know what you guys thought of that project. One, please tell me your favorite songs. Please tell me your opinions. Do you like the project? Do you not like the project? Tell me if so, if not, and why. Let me know in the comments. Thank you for tuning in to this first of many episodes of Music Breakdown. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. It's Enoforia on all social media platforms. And make sure you guys check out my link tree for more of my mixes. And let me know which projects you guys want me to review next. And thank you for tuning in to Music Breakdown. This has been
DJ Enoforia,
and I'm signing out.